Good evening, welcome along to the transfer show. Perfect timing as well, because one of the biggest transfers of this summer has just been made official. Liverpool fans, you have got your man.
Football fans, buckle up, because what went down at St. James's Park wasn't just a Premier League clash. It was a match layered with drama, controversy, chants, and some of the cheekiest terrace banter you'll ever hear. Liverpool's traveling supporters took center stage as they unleashed a brutal chant directed at Newcastle fans, all in the middle of the ongoing Alexander Isak transfer saga. And trust me, this is one of those games where football becomes more than just what happens on the pitch. It's about passion, rivalry, and the stories that echo far beyond the final whistle. Now, before we get into the details, let me remind you, if you love football drama, intense rivalries, and behind-the-scenes stories like this one, do me a favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a single update. And make sure you stay until the end of this video, because I'll be breaking down the chants, the match itself, and what this all means for Alexander Isak's future. So, let's set the stage. Liverpool came into this game without some key names. Newcastle, meanwhile, were dealing with the massive cloud of uncertainty surrounding their star striker Alexander Isak, who has been heavily linked with a move away. The tension was already sky-high, and the fans on both sides knew it. The opening stages reflected that intensity, physical, fast, and fueled by pure emotion. But then came the moment that changed the complexion of the match. Just before halftime, Newcastle's Anthony Gordon lunged wildly at Virgil van Dijk. The referee initially pulled out a yellow, but after VAR intervention, it was upgraded to a red. Suddenly, Liverpool had the man advantage, and that advantage showed almost immediately. Just seconds into the second half, Hugo Ekitiké, the very man Newcastle once courted to play alongside Isak, struck Liverpool's second goal. From that moment, the away end erupted, and the traveling Liverpool fans let Newcastle supporters have it. And here's where things get spicy. Earlier in the game, Newcastle fans had mocked Ekitiké with chants calling him a Sir Will Osula. But after that goal, Liverpool fans fired back with a chant so brutal, so cutting, that it sent shockwaves around St. James's Park. "Isak's right, your fans are S..." That was the line. Loud, cheeky, and straight to the point. The away end belted it out with glee, and in a stadium that had been hyped up all week as a fortress, it echoed clearly across the stands. A brutal reminder that football chants aren't just words, they're weapons, and when timed perfectly, they cut deeper than any tackle on the pitch. Now here's the irony. Newcastle's atmosphere was actually decent. The fans were passionate, noisy, and desperate to lift their team. But that's what makes terrace banter so brilliant. It's not about whether it's true, it's about the jab, the humor, and the timing. And Liverpool's supporters nailed it. But this wasn't just about chants. The game itself had twists and turns. 10-man Newcastle refused to roll over. Bruno Guimaraes pulled one back with a towering header. The home side pushed, creating tension and doubt in Liverpool hearts. And then, when substitute William Osula equalized late on, Newcastle fans thought they'd silenced the away end. He even celebrated with a cheeky "you can't see me" gesture, throwing fuel onto an already burning fire. But football is cruel. Deep into stoppage time, Liverpool found the winner through teenage prodigy Rio Ngumoha, just 16 years old, who stepped into the spotlight and snatched the points. 3-2 Liverpool, heartbreak for Newcastle, jubilation for the Reds, and for the traveling Liverpool fans, more ammo for the chants. Let's talk about the bigger picture here. This match wasn't just about 3 points. It highlighted Newcastle's glaring issue. Without Isak, they lack a cutting edge up front. Eddie Howe doesn't trust Osula to lead the line. And even though Gordon works hard, the final product isn't there. The commentary even pointed out that this game might have added millions to the price tag of whichever striker Newcastle end up chasing in the market. But the key question remains, Can Howe convince Isak to stay, at least for now? And here's where the Liverpool chant cuts deep. Because whether it's true or not, the message was clear. The away fans were reminding Newcastle that their golden striker might just be ready to walk away, and that hurts. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think chants like this cross the line, or are they just part of football's unique culture? Should Newcastle fans be worried about life without Isak? And for Liverpool fans, how satisfying was it to see Hugo Ekitiké, the very striker Newcastle once wanted, score against them and silence their jeers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every single one of them. Before we wrap this up, let's not forget to appreciate the theater of football. This wasn't just